Salutations and welcome back to another episode from the Tales of Kartonia. So we're in another, obviously. It's not going to be another episode or something like that. And I hear, why am I even going to investigate that? I don't know. That thing's so loud. Anyway, we are going to head off to a new place. Exactly. Last episode I was in doubt between going for the ice farm, which would be that way, and the farm area, which would be that way. And I dug the path towards that place I wanted to build in. Got some designing done in my head at least, though certainly not complete just yet. I also worked a little bit on this hub over here. It's also not finished, but it's getting there. That's the wrong button. Trying to interact with things by pressing the E button. First off, going to the old base. Oh hi. To get some seeds. So we can actually use that in the new farm area. Place. Thing. Do we have seed in here? The thing I want to get started with is pumpkins, because we have a little bit. Let's just turn them all into seed. No. That should be enough for now. Let's start with pumpkins, because I use pumpkins for lighting. I don't really have a place where I can grow a lot of pumpkins. That's my only place, and it's not a lot. So let's see if there's still materials here to make a hoe, because I forgot to make one. Yeah, there is. I move most of the stuff away from this place, but if you look, there's still a couple of things here and there. Just for occasions like these. Oh, time. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Time to farm, and I walked off. Brilliant. So anyway, the design I'm going to go for is a little bit modern, laboratory kind of feeling. It's not going to be easy, because it usually requires a lot of very light materials. So that's why I have the white stained clay you probably already saw in my inventory. And oh wait, that's my cue. Preferably also used quartz, but if you're going to use quartz on one of those very big structure based kind of thingies, then that's just, you need so much quartz. I'm not really looking forward to doing that. So that's not really going to happen. I just remembered I forgot to bring cobble. Actually, sadly enough, I have a very small amount of cobble. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So I need to find more cobble, and pretty soon we'll run out of that and of smoothstone, which is also going to be used a lot in this build. So this is the location I picked out, and of course it's night. Let's hope we actually spawn in here, because you never know. Thank you very much. Got some materials ready already. It sounds so strange to say. Neat. So this is the location. Oh, hello everyone. You have to die, you'll just burn. Sure, give me that gunpowder, why not? It's not like we have a gazillion of it. Actually we do. No, maybe I'll just blast through a mountain and get my cobble that way. Anyway, we're in a savanna. Also pretty much obvious, there's a birch forest over there. And taiga over there. And this is all 1.7 terrain, by the way. And over that way is a desert, so plenty of glass. And I can't really remember what's over there, but I think the forest continues. Oh, and then goes into mountains. Anyway, I want to take advantage of the fact that it's mostly flat. So it's going to be out in the open. At least most of it. Maybe I'll create a small part into the mountain. I'm not quite sure yet. It's not really a mountain, it's a plateau, but details. So, yeah, of course, like always, I forget to pick a spot before hitting record. So I'll be right back. So this is the place I decide to start building. It's going to be mostly leveled out, the ground. Because, you know, it's kind of more modern building, so during our modern era we're more like, oh, if it's in the way, flatten it to the ground. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, yeah. About the design, you know, when thinking about the construction of this farm, I had several ideas. One of them was a really fancy and luxurious estate, which I might build, but probably more as an eye candy rather than a functional farm. But I really wanted to build in a savanna, because I kind of like savannas. And, you know, savanna isn't, when you look at it, it's not really a place where you grow food. And there's desert over there, and there are mountains over there, so this whole entire area, we're just ignoring that part, is rather sparse in food. So that's why I went for the more laboratory feel, to, you know, when there's not really a proper way to just grow crops, you make sure they grow by force. Well, it's not force, but by science. So that's my idea behind this design. So I'm going to use a lot of stone and light colors and clay, because I think those are appropriate for laboratories. And as you can see, I'm now working on a basic wall design. So this is one without windows or anything special, just wall. This is how it looks like from the interior. And right now it's also how it looks from the exterior. Yes, marvelously acute, ain't I? See if I'm doing this right. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm not. Haha, I'm doing it way too big. Bonkers. Yes, and I'm also offsetting it wrong. Wait a second. Nope, not like that. Go one over here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there. So it's too long. I'd rather think. This is going to be a small area for farming. Actually, why am I building this way from that point? We'll make it work some way or another. Dangnabbit. Yeah, I'll have to expand this way so we can build the main structure that way. Why? What am I doing? Let's just build it up, have a look at the terrain. And when in doubt, you should always just build it up, look around. Oh, that's a lot of space. We have this thing over here, that's not a lot of space. Yeah, I want the main building to be here, so this is completely placed wrongly. And that sentence was completely bonkers as well. Yeah, let me move this over a bit. Good thing I bought my silky touch, because I don't have much smooth stone. So yeah, I'm going to move it over a bit and be back. Okay, nobody panic, I moved it. It's all marvelous again. So yeah, wall. And if you're wondering why I'm changing between stone brick, smooth stone, stone brick, just to make it a bit more interesting instead of just a row of stone brick. From the inside that looks fine actually, but from the outside it gets really boring. So that's why I changed that up a bit. Now, in order to prevent long stretches of walls like that, I want to make supporting pillars like these, because I kind of like that design. And not done yet, of course, because there's going to be a roof on top. And no, that was wrong. The roof will get to very soon, because it's only a small part. Just as a way to show you guys what I have in mind. Generally? No, that's not. Roughly. I think that's a better word. And I've got to block these blocks. Now this is going to be a bit weird maybe, but I'm going to top it off with Bruce? Wow. No, birch. I want to say spruce wood, but I'm not even anywhere near spruce wood. Tiger not counted. There we go. Wow, really a bit chaotic today, ain't I? Huh. Well, I have been working for hours trying to find a design I liked, and this is as far as I got. I'm not entirely pleased with it just yet, but I'm sure that during our construction here we'll iterate over it a few times until we get something we like. I hope. Slab placing is always a pain, for me at least. So top it off. I have a feeling it's getting night. It's getting late. It's turning night. Yes, it is. Ow. So the inside is not finished yet, but that's a bit how it will look from the outside. It's a bit strange suddenly having the whoop. I like the colorful accent it gives, and that row should not be birch blocks, that should be stone bricks. I'm going to take a nap and change that and be back. Yes, that's more like it. So it's really just topped with the birch, and I like that accent. It just gives a small splash of color without overdoing it right away. So this has to go, but let's start laying out the dome really, where the actual farming is going to happen. I want plenty of space to work with, so let's lay out with just stone bricks for the moment, and we're going to need a lot more. Well, bother. 1, 2, 3 from the outside. Yeah, sure. Not too big. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's do that. Gone. Yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah, you're so going down. Wow. Soon. So just 3, not to get too carried away. And we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Am I miscounting again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I really hate counting these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So yes, I did miscount. Aha! Why am I happy about that? I don't know. Yes, I get tired of myself sometimes. You don't need to ask. Let's go in here and just complete this not so very circly circle. Complete the square. I need much more of this. Oh, I'm going to change that out with smooth stone. So I'm not really going to need so much of that. And, ooh, wow. That I did not expect. And I do want to round it off a little bit. So I'm going to remove these edges. And I might just as well put them back. We'll see about that. But I want to make this a bit of a glass dome. And it's really square, isn't it? I need to go deeper. Right, I'll be right back again. Oh, I told you your end would come soon. Oh, you're back. Alright, so anyway. This feels more the way I want it to be. You know, I could have it... I don't want it square, because for that case I might as well make it a full dome. So I want to have it a bit of, you know, a rectangle. That's the word I'm looking for. It's almost night. Again. So, yes. Now I'm going to outline the top with dirt to begin with. Because this isn't going to be just stone. No. Because what's a good greenhouse without glass, right? Might be a laboratory, but that doesn't mean there isn't any greenhouses. And oh wow, misplacing blocks all over the place. That sounds kind of funny. And that does not. Oh come on, don't be such a whiny little block. Out of dirt, of course. And it's almost night time. More, of course. I don't need that much dirt. And there. No, why am I doing it like that? That's the way. What is that? Come back. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I hope it's in my inventory. Anyway, it's time for a little sleep once again. Because it's not lit, it's on hard difficulty as always. And I don't want to die. I deliberately not attach these blocks because I can jump in, but mobs cannot. A very, very easy way to make sure that mobs cannot enter your little hideout. Of course, if a creeper stands here, I'm still pretty screwed if I'm not careful. And if I misjump, then that's what we have this one for. Because that happened a couple of times, of course. But, you know, I like using that system to keep mobs out. You don't see it very often. Is that good? Is that my reason? Well, it's one of them. Alrighty, so these walls will just be clay and stone, and it's 4. Not too happy about that, to be honest. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, whatever. We'll roll with it. Do I really not want these? Yeah, we'll see how it goes. So this is going to be smooth. Top and bottom are mirrored. But you can also not mirror them. Yes, that's very correct. I tried that in creative. But if you do that, it gets really, really messy. It's already a bit, you know, it's not as well, there's one of the few times I don't know the English word, but I do know the Dutch word. But that's not going to help you a lot. It's not as clean, it's just the word I'm going for, not as clean as just using one. But it's not too messy. However, if you change those two up, so if you have smooth brick, and brick, smooth, then that gets really annoying on the eye. Because you see this wall, and this line creates a bit of symmetry between them. So if you destroy that symmetry, it's just... Destroying symmetry isn't always a bad thing. This entire facility isn't going to be symmetrical. But keeping some symmetry, especially just, you know, that's my personal taste, is good. You want that. I want that. Let's be honest, I want that. So what I'm doing right now is just outlining some potential places for support beams, and that one's one short. Well, blimey, didn't see that one coming. Huh. Well, that's actually, I did see that coming. Yeah. Right. Oh, at least I get to dig some cobble. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually excited about that. I need to wait to get more cobble on this safe game. Actually, I don't really have much cobble on the Lake Lao guy either. The server, in case you didn't know. I don't have much cobble anywhere. Because, well, I'm building a lot above ground as of late. I started out building underground. This design I'm now using is also an adaptation of something I used underground. And I can tell you, underground, it's so much easier. You don't have to worry about the looks of the building from the outside, so you don't have to fuzz as much. But it's still a bit different. Anyway, let me get something started up here. Otherwise it's going to take far too long. So, see you in Egypt. So, this is what the floor in the corridors is going to look like. Well, almost. This will be a pumpkin light, jack-o'-lantern thingy. And with a sheet of light grey wool. And that really fits in with all these colors. Also tried white, but that sticks out too much. So that's a no-go. Now this I want to have almost completely a glass wall. I'm not quite sure yet about this part, because it's really into the earth on both sides. I might just continue with this. But in order to see how that connects, we first need a glass part of the wall. And I am using white stained glass, because it just gives that bit more of a futuristic look. Of course I could have used other types of glass, but I think it looks well in combination with this clay. If I had gone for quartz, then yeah, I could have gone for any color like light blue or even cyan. But I didn't, so I'm going to use this color. And I wanted to just ever so slightly dome inwards. Dome inwards? No, curve inwards. It's not really a dome, it's more like a tube. I guess. Oh, that's okay with me. So, and this is going to be the top. It's just supposed to be the same level as that. Like so. And then it's going to continue that way. There are going to be supporting columns every here and there, you know, those places. So that will be like, why is these two stacks? Oh, of course. I always do the lesser of the stacks in my hotbar because I know I'll finish it. Might not be the smartest thing actually, but it's what I got used to. And the bars over there. And of course, I don't have that one equipped. The support's going over here and then all the way across. To provide the support, and it will be filled in with glass. Of course, it's going to be topped off with birch again. I said it right this time. In one go. Woo! We're getting there. Probably should build columns here as well. In due time. Wow, I really need more of this stone stuff. Good job! I'll be right back. So, I added all the glass, which was actually quite a bunch. In the end, I decided to keep the beginnings and the ends in just clay. Although I should just see the mountain, and I kind of like this. And so we have 3, then we go up 1, in 1, and up 1, in 1, up 1. And this is up 1 once more. So this is 1 higher than that, and it gives it a bit more curvature. As you can see, I've gone for 2 styles. I'm not quite sure yet which one of these 2 I like the best. This style just has 1 full glass wall, whatever, which looks cool. And this one has, at the places you have those support beams, the clay. So it creates little segments of glass, which also kind of makes sense because we have the same thing going up here with those support beams. So personally, I'm liking this style more than that one, but I want your guys' opinion as well. This is how it looks on the outside. One of the downsides of this design is that these are now free floating, so they don't seem to carry as much weight as those do. And again, it is a glass roof, so glass wall, sorry. Whereas these are connected, so these seem more solid. So, in the comments, please let me know which one you prefer more, full glass or segmented, A or B. A is full glass, B is segmented. If nobody gives any comment at all, then I'll go for segmented. Probably. Maybe. We'll see. Nah. For now, I'm going to turn this into a very temporary pumpkin farm. Just like this. And have water in the middle. I don't really want you to be grass, sorry boy. But that, of course, is going to change in the future. Either I will turn it into a whole different kind of farm, or I'll automate it a bit more, because in this farming area, construction facility thingy, I do want to use a bit more redstone than I did prior to this. So that will happen, probably, most likely, maybe. Haha, giving no security whatsoever. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have a comment, please leave it. I hope to see you again next time.